So, I had some interesting dreams. I slept, no lie, 11 hours. But I think the last 3 to 4 hours of my sleep was a lot of astral travel. Holy cow. But I woke up to eldest daughter, Gen Xer, millennial, even generations after that, who had a lot of responsibility. So I believe this is a message for us, myself. Look at my phone color. Oh, he did such a good job. I'm excited about it. See? Sidetrack. This resonated a lot with me because it spoke a lot about my life, I think. But I think there's a lot of you women out there who can resonate with this. Because as children, we became mothers way before our time because we were the eldest child. And especially if you came from large families, you really didn't have a choice. And believe me, I don't mind that I grew up fast. I don't mind those things. But what I've realized, and this kind of hit it on the head for me, is, and I wrote it down, love looked like responsibility, not affection back then. Grandparents, parents, everybody, the more responsibility you were given, the more they loved you and the more they trusted you. So love looks like responsibility, not affection. And that's what many of us learned. And again, single. You're single right now. Why? Because you've decided to take your time back. You've decided to take your life back. You've raised not only brothers and sisters and your own children. Now you're finally like, well, what the hell? It's kind of how I felt, and I think it was my big draw of why I just need to get out. I tried to do it back in 2016. My kids weren't adults yet. I thought the dads, could handle it, but another story. But I was finally free to go live my life. I didn't have responsibilities with anybody's children anymore. I was free to be me. What did that look like? I wasn't sure. And it's taken me all this time. And yes, the tan difference. I used a new thing. And this is one night, the difference. So now I'm going to use it on my whole body. It's called Salty Face. So yeah, after I take my bath tonight, I will do the whole body and, let it dry a little before I go to bed. But what a difference, hey? Again, sidetracked. So I see you. I feel you. I understand what's going on. But the beautiful part of it, your 9th and your 12th house is where things are changing. In your 9th and your 12th house, and I'll read them for you. 9th house is your search for meaning, higher education, mind expansion, philosophy of life, religious, journeys, travel. Your 12th house is your service to humanity, self-transcendence, self-sacrifice, retreats from the world, unacknowledged or repressed parts of oneself. So you're discovering those things about yourself that all those years ago you weren't given the opportunity to find because you were so busy being a responsible adult at some of us 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. And it changed the trajectory of our life. Now, I'm not blaming. That's not what this is about. It's just how things were in large families back then. But for those of us, and it's kind of why I think I fought having children forever. I didn't have my first baby till I was 34 because I needed to go out and experience life. And it wasn't that I wasn't still very involved with my family, because I was. It was just to a lesser degree. But anytime there was an issue or there was a problem or somebody went to jail or, who got the call? So I became that scapegoat for everybody, and then eventually became the black sheep when I started to say no and started to concentrate on myself. So that's where a lot of us have broken and are currently breaking that cycle. Okay? So the cards that I pulled, I got a lot here, but the story that it's telling me is, so it's your 9th and your 12th house. Okay? Uranus, I have my Uranus in Virgo, so Virgo is very organized, very figuring it out. But you have 2 Gemini and a Capricorn that are looking at you to think, wow, I really could build something. Now, this isn't an emperor. This isn't in somebody who's already got their shit together. This is somebody who wants to get their shit together. This is somebody that's working on themselves too and has seen what you've done, and you've become kind of a light for them. Okay? But of course, there's an individual from your past who's a King of Pentacles and wants to come back in and say they're sorry. And they don't know how to because their ego got in the way. And they're looking at you going, what did I do? But it's going to be up to you. My rule of thumb, I never go back. I don't repeat it because I unfortunately don't believe people, especially of the male species, that they've changed, because I've given many of them so many chances when I was with them. And, then they go off to other people and then they want to come back and you just kind of go, no, it's not happening. The transformation that is taken, and look at the colors in my hair. And you can't, here's blue too. I had no idea this card looked like this. And my fingernails. The transformation that has taken place is very visible to people. And there's a lot of people who want to try to get you back into that old people-pleasing, be that person again type. And you're just not, you're not willing, because you know the sacrifices that you gave. And it's finally your turn. It's your turn to be you. It's your turn to go love your life. It's your turn to spend all your money on travel or whatever it is that you want and not have to worry about other people. You're no longer having to, put everybody else first. You can finally put yourself first. And that's what I've learned. Do I regret any of it? Not really. People that have different things to say about my life and my journey, they look at it differently than I do, but they didn't live it. I did. It's my story. It's not theirs. They don't get to tell my story for me. I get to tell my story for me. And a lot of my friends out there who have written the books to tell the story, about those times, good for you. Because you're not embarrassed anymore. And that's the beautiful part of it, is when you start to own you and your accountability for you, life just becomes that much better. Because it's leading to your happiness. You've taken on the world by yourself. And that is the motherfucking truth. You're not scared anymore. You're not scared to show people the real you. And if they don't like it, they can go pound sand. It's okay. You don't have to be a part of it. And I will say that I have lost many of friendships, many of people, family members and whatnot, just to find my true self. And it's almost sad to me that I had to uncover all those layers through people that I thought that loved me, that truly just were in it to make themselves look better or feel better about themselves. That's not true family, true friends. Those are people that haven't dealt with themselves and their own insecurities. And I'm not saying I'm perfect at it, because I am by far not. And, I encourage everybody to take a good look at themselves. It's a shit show that is difficult to do. But once you do it, you can make the changes you need and then move into your best self. And for everybody, it looks different. You know, some people can still do things that they've always done. Others, they have to completely stop. You know, it just really depends on where you are. And I can't tell you where that is for you because I know that mine only is for me. But there's 7 reasons in the 5D that I wrote down. But before I read those, I wrote, this is definitely a descriptive of what I feel I've become. A popular loner. I own my own sandbox with security, but I'm open. I have firm boundaries now. So 7 reasons in the 5D. Friends no longer, meaning the frequency, I sense it before I see the person, okay? Nature is my solitude. I no longer enjoy the big city, except to visit. It's not my thing anymore. The go, 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 go. It's not. No drama. I have peace. I quit paying my taxes long time ago. But I knew that it wasn't something that I should be doing because they're just taking from me, and it's, you know, your food tolerance becomes different. Things that you used to enjoy, you can't eat it. It just tastes horrible, right? TV shows you no longer have interest in. There's certain things like, you know, I still like a good drama or a good, you know, whatever. But when there's the shooting, the killing, I have to look away. I've always been that way with certain things, but more so now. It just bothers me. Music, mainstream, the undertones. I love music. I do musical affirmations every day, but I'm choosy. So is it 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. So, love by the moon, live by the sun. I think it's a mantra that I very much live by now. The moon and I have always had a special. I've always, you know, checked on it, make sure I do my rituals that I have. I'm still writing out my new moon stuff. And you know what happens is you get little blessings like this. Say hi, baby. that come into your life. And it's always on God's time. It's never on your time. So, eldest daughter, I see you. I appreciate you. I understand you. It's your time. Go make it your time. And do not say you're sorry for anything. Quit saying you're sorry. You're an adult now. You do not have to be that people-pleasing, do everything for everybody else and forget about you, individual. You are worth more than you can even know because you led with your heart. You gave from your heart. And they still walked all over it. Don't worry. God's got you. I've got you. There's a lot of people that got you. Some of you need to make those releases and just go do it. Because until you change that generational expectation, nothing's going to change for you. I love you so much. Go have yourself a beautiful day.